afternoon. So I'm just going to wait a minute or so for anyone that might want to log in and watch live. So if it feels like my eyes are going different places, I've got you on Instagram and Facebook at the same time, because let's make life a little bit harder, right? So happy Thursday. I hope you're all well. So today's live is about business administration. So yoga business administration. So you can have like a really strong business program. You can kind of have your model in place of your marketing and the product that you're offering. But if you don't have your administration organized, especially in the beginning of your career, the beginning of your business journey, then it's really going to hold you back when it comes to building your business and developing your business further. So there are 3 things I'd really recommend that you get to grips with when you are first starting your yoga business. I'm going to go through some of those today. If you tune in and you have any messages, any questions you want to pop in, then feel free to go ahead and do that. So the first thing that I really think you need to get into place and make sure that you're organised with is your expenses and expenditure, your P&L, your profit and loss. So your income, basically. Even if you have an accountant and you have an accountant that will do your tax return for you, which I highly advise. I've done it myself and I've done it with an accountant, and the accountants are just so smart. They're going to save you a lot more money than you're ever going to pay them. So when you're in a position that you can have yourself an accountant, great, get an accountant, but you must keep track of your records over the months and over the year. Not only to kind of figure out how much money you're earning, but to make sure that you are charging the right amount of money. Make sure that you are, being sufficiently rewarded for your work. So for example, let's say you charge £100 for a one-to-one private session. Good gig, right? So you charge £100 for your session. That's for a 1-hour session. Now, if it takes you half an hour each way to travel there and back, then that's kind of a 2-hour session that you're then charging for, okay? So already you've lost half of your hourly rate. If you then take into consideration any expenses that you have on top of that, maybe your insurance, music, travel costs, petrol, car, if you take a bus or the tube, hi if you're joining us, that also then starts to come off of your hourly rate. So your hourly rate might have been £100, and that is what you want to earn for the session that you are teaching, but you've just lost maybe 50, 60, 65% of that amount that you have charged because of your overheads. Now, if you don't really know what your overheads are in the beginning, how do you know what to charge? So really, really important to get yourself a profit and loss, a P&L sheet in place when you first set up your business, just for you to really get to grips with your accounts when you start. And it's kind of the boring side, isn't it? We're yogis, we just want to get out there and share the yoga love. But if you are doing it for financial reward, if you are being paid for it, especially if this is your full-time job or you would like it to be your full-time job, you really must understand the income and the expenditure of your business from the beginning, like as soon as you can. I know it's tricky in the beginning when you are just starting out. Sometimes you think, oh, I want to be a little bit cheaper. I don't feel like I deserve to earn as much. I haven't got as much experience as that teacher, which is fine and understandable. Then make sure that you are being smart with your expenses and how much you are spending in order to be able to, share that knowledge that you have. I think that makes sense. So I talk about this quite a lot in the yoga business blueprint. Like for me, administration is, a huge amount of your business. For me, I know I can sit 5, 6, 7 hours a day is administration, and then maybe teaching or coaching is an hour or 90 minutes a day. So it's a really teeny part of the day I actually spend physically, with a product, giving someone a product, giving someone a class, and the rest of it is all administration and content creation. Again, if you've just joined me, you can see that my eyes are flitting around. I've got 2 cameras on me at the same time, so just so you know. All right, second thing that I really would suggest you get into place is your advertising and marketing schedule. Okay, so if you know that you have a new class starting, whether that's an online class, you're getting to go back out into your studio or into an outdoor class, whatever it is that you'll be teaching, or if you have a product coming out, if you have a workshop that you're launching, whatever your product is, your offering is, we need to have a marketing schedule set up to work towards that. So if, for example, I know at the end of July, I have a workshop that I'll be offering, by the middle of June or the beginning of July, we're going to start the advertising and marketing process. So always take it working your way backwards. Find your product or your offering that you're going to be sharing with your community, and then work back from that. What do you need to do every single week in order to advertise it enough and make sure that it's going to be a success? Okay, so make sure that you have a marketing schedule in place for every offering that you plan to create and execute. So that's your profit and loss sheet, your expenses that we've already spoken about, and also your advertising and marketing schedule. Last thing that I would suggest that you really get into place is your email response, or just general response to clients. So whether that means your email responses, making phone calls, replying to text messages, WhatsApps, whatever you are doing with your students, with your clients, make sure that you have set time for that. Like, you don't need to be available all day. If you just want to reply to emails and everything between 9 and 10 in the morning, or maybe 3 and 4 in the afternoon, that 1 hour a day that really works for you, make sure that that is when you are doing it. Also, the busier you get, the more you will find that you are repeating yourself over and over again. Someone will message you and say, I'm really interested in your workshop, I'm interested in your class, I'm interested in your online course that you're offering. You don't want to keep repeating yourself over and over again. So have yourself some email responses prepped already. Just keep them as Word documents on your computer that you'll be able to cut, paste, and then you can just adjust as you need to. This is going to save you so much time. You might have already been going through old emails and maybe cutting the copy that you have in there and pasting it when someone else asks you, inquires about the same thing. But if you just have your email responses prepped, it's going to save you so much time in the long run. So I'd really suggest that. Have something prepped that you can say, this is what I'm offering, this is where you need to be. Also, if anyone books onto your course and you're not using a booking site or PayPal or something where they already send the receipt and the thank you, have an email ready that you can then send over to your list. So it's all about time saving. All right, so just to recap, the 3 things I'd really suggest that you get organized with when you're first starting your business is your P&L, your profit and loss, so understanding your income and your expenses, and also your advertising schedule. So anything that you have, any product or offering that you're going to be offering, make sure that you have your marketing schedule set back from that. So if it's 4 or 6 weeks away, know what you're going to do every single week or every couple of days to make sure that you are marketing and advertising enough for it to be a success, and then not kind of thinking 2 weeks before, oh crap, I need to get going with the advertising. And thirdly is your email response time. So make sure that you set aside a particular time of day to respond to your business emails. You don't need to be available until 10 or 11 at night. If you are replying to responses and requests at kind of out of office hours, then you might find that your students start to think that it's okay to contact you at those times. So just be aware of your response time, and also have your email responses ready. So just have some email responses ready on your laptop, on your dashboard. Is it called a dashboard? Dashboard. In a folder somewhere that you can just cut and paste and adjust it as you need to, so you haven't got to keep repeating yourself over and over again. So they are my top 3 business admin organisation tasks that I would really suggest that you get into place at the beginning of your teaching career, or if you're starting out your little business right now. So I hope that was helpful. Do feel free to comment. You can send me a message if you want to. I'll have another live going up probably in about a week or 2 weeks. So if there's anything that you want to know, anything you'd like me to answer, then do feel free to send me a message. So have a really nice afternoon, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Namaste.